Hello there, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about an Amazon selling strategy known as pump and dump. And for this example, I took a new product launch, and right now we're looking at graphs from an application that I like a lot, and I don't, they're not paying me yet for it, but it's called Keepa, and that's really the only program that I use. This program allows me to go on any Amazon.com listing and I can see the history, the pricing history, the sales velocity history on the actual same page. And that's exactly what I'm looking at for this product launch. As you can see, the actual listing has existed for 54 days, and the chart that I'm looking at is up here. There are other charts down here that are great, but I'm not actually going to look at that just yet. I'm just going to look at this chart up here. This blue line represents the price and the green line represents sales velocity. So, what is the pump and dump strategy? Well, the green line has to go down as much as possible. I'm sure you've seen stock markets, and that's probably why you're interested in this strategy known as pump and dump, which is illegal in the stock market industry. But this is very similar, but it's in reverse. The green line has to go down. Green line is sales velocity. Blue line is price. As you can see, the price remains unchanged, but the green line finally appears probably like a month after the product launch. A month after the product launch, we are now enacting this. We just started enacting this strategy. This is not an immediate strategy, but the goal is to reduce this green line as much as possible. And just like the pump and dump strategy that's illegal, we have to artificially inflate the bestseller rank. And by inflating it, I mean reducing it. It's kind of tricky, but it's very similar to the pump and dump strategy for stocks. You have to lower this green line as much as possible. And how do you artificially lower this green line as much as possible? Through paid advertisements. So you have to show this to lots of people that are not necessarily organic, it's artificial. So all of these people are buying, clicking on your ad, and you might actually be losing money with this strategy in the beginning because you are artificially reducing that rank. And once that rank goes down by a lot, and it depends on your category, but I usually aim for 20,000 or less. Once you get there, you should be in a good organic setting now where you can actually pump the product for as much return of investment as possible. Why? Because when the ranking is super low, you're going to have a better organic presence and now you don't need to advertise as much. You do still need to advertise little by little to keep on with the strategy, but now you can actually make a profit. So make sure you budget your ads so you can take the total sales into consideration and not spend so much on ads so you can make a profit to make up for what you lost when you were pumping the product, when you were reducing the rank. And very quickly, I'm going to go into the stock market definition. The pump and dump is a manipulative scheme that attempts to boost the price of a stock through fake recommendations. So there is a big difference between the stock market pump and dump and the Amazon pump and dump. One is for sure illegal, and one is more of a trick. The pump and dump, a manipulative scheme for stocks, it's more of a trick. But for Amazon, it's actually legal and it involves having a good product. So if you have a good product, then when you pump the ASIN and then you dump it for ROI, because it's a good product, it's going to sustain itself. But for pump and dump here, it's actually never a good stock. It's always a trick. So this is the difference between pump and dump for Amazon and pump and dump for stock markets. And you can see that the chart is actually very similar. So this is a pump and dump kind of example where you can see that this is artificially inflated and then they sell off because they tricked a lot of people into buying the stock. And the difference here is that here this green line has to go as far down as possible and then you take away the ads to make a profit and the product has to be good. If the product is not good, because here it doesn't matter. If the stock is not good, it doesn't matter. You tricked a bunch of people and it's illegal. But here it does matter because this is legal and now the product has to be good. If the product is good and people continue to like it and people continue to buy it, you're always going to stay in that range, in that really low bestseller rank range. range. If it's not good, then you're gonna see your rank soar up again, and the pump and dump strategy doesn't work. So yeah, the main difference between pump and dump for stocks and pump and dump for Amazon is that the pump and dump for stocks, the actual stock doesn't have to be good, but the Amazon product does.